What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 13, and we start today's episode off with a game against Nuremberg here at home at the Olympiastadion, as we've just ended the January transfer window. Of course, we sold one of our key players in Ben Hatira. We brought in new players in Gylfi Sigurdsson and also Herman, so a wide man and an attacking midfielder, although Sigurdsson can't play out wide as well. So we tried to change the side around a little bit. You know, we also sold quite a lot of players. We tried to change the side around a little bit because I didn't really like the squad I inherited. There are some good players in there, but I didn't like all the players I inherited, so I've been looking to change it around as quickly as possible, bring in some players that I like to use, and yeah, the squad is looking a lot better now. We're a 4-star team, and I really am confident we could finish in Europa League place come the end of the season. We took on Nuremberg for the first game of today's episode, and the first chance would come in the 33rd minute as Serge Gnabry went forward here, but unfortunately the shot was well saved by the goalkeeper, and the follow-up cross was cleared away quite simply. And the following chance wouldn't fall until the 41st minute when Nuremberg failed to clear here. It fell to Hosogai. He found Herman. Herman ended up playing a lovely little backheel towards Hosogai. The Japanese player crosses the ball in, but Lasogga's header hits the post and Nuremberg cleared the ball away. So that was really unfortunate. Thought we were going to take the lead there, but unfortunately not. But just a few minutes after that, Nuremberg were guilty of some sloppy passing around the back. They gave the ball away, and like an idiot with Serge Gnabry, I should have just powered it straight off the bat. Instead, I tried to be cheeky and ended up finessing the ball wide of the post. So still 0-0. What a big miss that was. But in the 65th minute, a good chance for me to make amends. Gylfi Sigurdsson got played forward here. He powered through with his run and slotted the ball underneath the goalkeeper to make it 1-0 to Hertha Berlin. So Sigurdsson gets his second goal in 2 games. Really nice finish there. And I was quite relieved, to be honest, because I had so many early chances, but I didn't take any of them. But thankfully I took this one, and Sigurdsson gets the goal. And it would prove to be the only goal of the game as well, because nothing else happened after that. We managed to grind out a 1-0 victory. And I'll take that, I'll take that win, because it was a very, very easy game. But even so, with all those missed chances, sometimes you get those games in FIFA where you have so many chances, you miss them all, and then the away side go ahead and nick a goal on the break. So I'll just have to take the win and be satisfied with it. So a 1-0 victory, we get the 3 points, and that's good news for us. After that, we saw that Poland came into us and said, would you manage our nation? And I am actually going to think about this one. I will probably end up rejecting it, but I will think about it for the time being, because I don't know, I'll think about it. I don't think I'll say yes, but, because really I want to manage a 5-star nation straight off the bat, get straight into a big nation. But I wouldn't mind taking Poland. I think that could be quite an interesting job for us, but we'll have to wait and see. But the following game here was in the German Cup against Borussia Dortmund. So we take on Dortmund here at the Signal Iduna Park, and to be honest, I've been saying I'm not really bothered about the German Cup, to be honest. I just want a high league finish, but we are into the quarterfinals of the German Cup, so we're doing quite well at the moment, but I'm not really that bothered. So as you would have seen by the team lineup, I did rest the majority of the players. Only Hosogai, Ginter, our captain, and Kraft stayed out there. The rest of the side were rested. But I still felt like we could at least give Dortmund a bit of a game. But the first chance was coming in the 19th minute. Marco Reus had a free kick, but the goalkeeper Kraft, one of the only 3 players that stayed in the squad, made a simple save. And the 35th minute, another good chance for Dortmund here. Mkhitaryan gets on the ball, the Armenian, keeps hold of it, rises the challenge, rolls it through towards Blasikowski. He finds Nuri Sahi, and the first shot is saved, but unfortunately it falls to the pace master, Aubameyang. He puts the ball past Kraft and makes it Dortmund 1, Hertha Berlin 0. So that was a bit of a shame, really. We were holding out, but unfortunately it was 1-0 to the home side, as you would expect, really. And straight from kickoff we tried to respond, but as Yusil gives the ball away here, Nuri Sahin plays it out wide to Royce. Royce gets onto the ball, plays it out wide towards Schmelzer, the left back. Schmelzer gets intercepted by Sigurdsson, and we go on the break. It's a lovely little ball over the top. Wagner runs clear, great chance, one touch, then a second shot touches the shot, but unfortunately the half volley goes just wide of the post, and that was a real chance to respond instantly, but still 1-0 to Dortmund. But in the 45th minute here, once again, Borussia Dortmund give the ball away, and Weidenfeller is one of the luckiest men in the world at that stage, because he goes to clear the ball away and he hits it straight at the on-rushing Hertha Berlin player, but unfortunately for us it goes just wide of the post, and it's still 1-0. So Dortmund with a real let-off there on the stroke of half-time. In the 56th minute, a good chance for them to double their advantage, but Blasikowski diving in couldn't convert the ball past Kraft, and it was still 1-0. And another chance would fall here in the 60th minute as Marco Reus takes the ball round his man, keeps hold of it, plays it back towards Mkhitaryan. It's a lovely ball over the top towards Gundogan, gets past my man. I make a great challenge with Ginter, or so I thought, but the referee decides to blow for a free kick and give our captain a straight red card as well. So Ginter gets sent off here, and that would surely seal the game for Dortmund, because we were under pressure for the entire game, really. And as Ginter got sent off there, with us going down to 10 men, we knew that, that all hope of us getting getting back into the game was now over. I thought it was a great challenge, to be honest. I thought he won the ball before he took Gundogan down, but the referee didn't see it that way. Maybe he didn't, maybe it was just the angle, but I personally thought it was a great challenge. But the referee gave a free kick and a red card, so Ginter off, our captain off, out for a game as well. That's a real shame. And from the free kick, Royce takes it, but Van der Berg gets it off the line, and we clear the ball away to keep the score at 1-0. But all the pressure was coming from Dortmund, really, and if anyone was going to score a second goal, it was going to be the home side. And he see Aubameyang find Bender here. Bender takes the ball round his man and shoots, but Kraft makes a good stop and keeps the score at 1-0. And that was how the game would finish. So we are out of the German Cup in the quarterfinals. Again, I'm not really that bothered, to be honest. We had a backup side out anyway, but I guess what I was really frustrated about was the fact that Ginter got sent off, because that means he's going to be out for a game as well in the league, because that's a real shame. He's been one of our best players this season. He was, of course, a new signing that I brought in. He's been really good for us. I made him captain as well, but it's a real shame. I thought it was a great challenge, but what can I say? Maybe I'm wrong. But there you go. We're at the German Cup in the quarterfinals. We did quite well, to be honest, considering the fact we played a backup side in every single round. We managed to see off Bayern Munich and Stuttgart, so we did quite well, but even so, we're out now, and that's just one of those things. But after that, we saw the news that Ginter is indeed suspended for this game against Hamburg away from home, and we also had an international management offer from Venezuela, but once again we say no, because I just have zero interest in it whatsoever, to be honest. I just want to manage a really big nation, but I guess you got to wait for a while. But there you go, we're not going to be managing Venezuela. But yeah, the following game, the third and final game, was going to be against Hamburg here away from home at the Imtech Arena, and I was feeling relatively confident, to be honest, coming into this game despite that loss against Dortmund. But this is quite an important game, because Hamburg is sitting in 8th, we're sitting in 6th. We need to make sure we distance ourselves from those teams, you know, coming up behind us, trying to sneak a Europa League spot. We need to distance ourselves from those teams. So this is quite a big game for us, to be honest. And of course, without our captain Ginter playing, I was a little bit fearful, but I still felt relatively confident, because Brooks is quite a good centre half, and so is Langkamp, who was filling in. So it would still be a difficult game. The first chance we fought in the 11th minute here is Van der Vaart crosses this ball in. Langkamp filling in for Ginter, fails to deal with it, but the shot was well saved by Kraft, and it's still 0-0. Just a few minutes after that, Rafael Van der Vaart gets onto it. The former Spurs man backheels it. Eventually it's played forward here, and the shot is taken, but Kraft pulls off another great save. So I'm really happy I kept hold of Kraft. He had a couple of transfer offers come in for him in January. I'm glad I rejected them, because Kraft is an absolutely superb goalkeeper. So really good save by the standing captain here, Kraft. And eventually in the 29th minute we get a good chance to take a breakthrough. Lasogga crosses the ball in, but Ramos's volley is well saved by the goalkeeper, and it's still 0-0. But another great chance would fall on the stroke of half-time here, as Michael Mancienne, the former Chelsea man, gives the ball away. Serge Gnabry crosses the ball in towards Ramos, who heads it across Rene Adler, but unfortunately the goalkeeper makes a good save and Hamburg clear it away. So still 0-0, and unfortunately we couldn't find a breakthrough. But in the 59th minute, a good chance for Hamburg here as Rafael Van der Vaart gets onto the ball, chips it through towards John. He's running clear one-on-one, but thankfully for us, he lost the ball over the bar and out for a goal kick. So still 0-0, very real let-off for us there. And in the 63rd minute, Kraft throws the ball out towards Lasogga. Lasogga gives it to Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson gives it to Ramos. Ramos back to Sigurdsson. We find Serge Gnabry down the left-hand side. He takes on the fullback. He beats him just about. Turns onto his right foot. Swings in across towards the edge of the area. Who's there arriving? It's Gylfi Sigurdsson with a fantastic volley past Rene Adler to make it Hamburg 0, Hertha Berlin 1. What a finish by Sigurdsson. That's his third goal in 3 games. And for £2 million, this guy is looking like one of the steals of the series, let alone the season already. But what a volley that is by Sigurdsson, absolutely brilliant. He is known for those fantastic goals from outside the area, and that's a lovely strike it is, right on the first volley. Brilliant finish past Rene Adler, no chance for the keeper. Fantastic technique, wonderful cross by Gnabry as well, and a great breakaway goal there as we make it Hamburg 0, Hertha Berlin 1. So a fantastic goal for us there. But in the 68th minute, a good chance for the home side to hit back. Rafael Van der Vaart crosses the ball in, and unfortunately for us, despite Kraft saving the first shot, he can't keep out the second, and the ball squeezes into the bottom corner. So we were only in front for a few minutes there. As Hamburg's number 9 equalises for the home side, and unfortunately we're back on level terms here. So Hamburg 1, Hertha Berlin 1. Very unfortunate we couldn't keep hold of our lead for no more than just a few minutes. And about 10 minutes after that, another great chance for Hamburg. Somehow my defence parts down the middle. John is clear. He's one-on-one and he puts the ball past Kraft. So Hamburg 2, Hertha Berlin 1. And what a shame, because in the space of about 20 minutes we went from 1-0 up to 2-1 down. Very frustrating. But in the 90th minute here, Ramos goes down left-hand side, takes on Michael Mancienne, crosses the ball in. Lasogga wins the header, but unfortunately Rene Adler paddles it. Paddles it? parries it, and it's cleared away by Hamburg, and that was how the final score would finish at 2-1. So that was a real shame there. Hamburg do go ahead and get the win by 2-1. It was a really important game. Unfortunately, we lost it, and we just can't seem to win away from home. You know, when we're at home, we seem to play very well, but away from home, we always struggle. And a very bad loss there, 2-1 away from home, and it's a real shame because, like I said, what we couldn't afford to do was lose that game. Now Hamburg are going to be closing the gap on us in that final Europa League place. But as always, guys, big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of my Next Gen Career Mode very soon.